Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us here on the Noon News. I'm Samantha Harrelson in for Asia Gore. Well, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is out at the White House. News of his firing hit President Trump's Twitter account early this morning. Weijia Zhang has more details from the White House.
President Trump has fired his Secretary of State.
We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things.
Rex Tillerson and the president have been at odds almost from the very beginning, and rumors of his departure have been swirling for months.
We disagreed on things. When you look at the Iran deal, I think it's terrible. I guess it was okay. I wanted to either break it or do something, and he felt a little bit differently.
Tillerson didn't know he was being fired until President Trump sent out this tweet.
The president's choice to replace Tillerson is CIA Director Mike Pompeo, who comes to the White House almost every day to personally deliver the president's intelligence briefing.
Tremendous energy, tremendous intellect. We're always on the same wavelength. The relationship has been very good, and that's what I need as Secretary of State.
Pompeo, a former congressman from Kansas, is expected to pass his Senate confirmation hearings. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, the White House.
The president has nominated Gina Haspel, a career CIA officer, to take over as CIA director. If confirmed, she'll be the first female to ever lead the agency. Well, back in Montana, one person is dead after an early morning house fire south of Cascade. Cascade County Sheriff Bob Edwards says emergency crews were dispatched to a home on Sheep Creek Road about 4:30 this morning. When crews arrived, the house was fully engulfed in flames. First responders discovered the body after the fire was extinguished. The person's identity has not yet been released, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. And a propane explosion sends flames shooting high into the air in Helena this morning. Take a look. Firefighters were dispatched to the area of Lake Helena Drive and York Road around 10:30 this morning. According to Lewis and Clark County City of Helena Facebook page, the fire is a result of a propane explosion involving over 2,000 gallons of propane. Residents in the area tell us they heard and felt the explosion. One resident says it even shook their home.
Heard this enormous boom, shook the house, thought it was an earthquake, but it wasn't prolonged, so thought something wasn't right. Came outside, started looking around, and just saw the huge pile of smoke and flames over there, just, billowing up. So
this story is still developing. Check back online for more information as it becomes available. And residents are safe after a small fire at an apartment building near the MSU campus this morning. Bozeman police officers arrived on scene and helped everyone get out safely. Firefighters on scene say smoke was pouring from the front door of the building when they arrived. The fire was located in a bedroom and was quickly put out. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. From the courthouse today, the 3 people arrested last week for interfering with the buffalo slaughter at Stevens Creek Holding Facility pleaded guilty Monday. Cody Kyson, Thomas Brown, and Hannah Ponder were charged with misdemeanor interference and agency functions and closure violations. The 3 will be placed on 5 years unsupervised probation and will be prohibited from entering Yellowstone Park for the next 5 years. The 3 are part of a buffalo advocate group called the Wild Buffalo Defense. And after 3 years of fighting in court, a Lockwood polygamist family is denied the right to marriage. Nathan and Vicki Collier sought to legalize their plural marriage to Christine Parkinson Collier after gay marriage became legal in 2015. In the ruling, the judge said the 3 failed to provide any evidence that Christine's constitutional rights were being violated because she was prevented from joining the marriage. The court found the state has not interfered in the Colliers' way of life, and the Colliers have not violated any laws. In state politics today, Monday, was the last day candidates could file to run for office this year, and there were a few surprises. 66 candidates filed for state offices on Monday, and a new party qualified for the ballot, the Montana Green Party. 6 Green Party candidates filed, including 2 for U.S. Senate and 1 for the U.S. House race. A 6th Democrat, Bozeman Attorney John Mayer, also joined the race for the Democratic nomination to challenge Republican Congressman Greg Gianforte next fall. And before we take a break, we head to Missoula, where the Montana Grizzlies men's basketball team got a nice send-off on campus this morning. The team off to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2013. The Big Sky Conference champions are a 14 seed and will be taking on 3 seed Michigan. The Grizz will play the last game on Thursday in Wichita, which will hit around 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Of course, you can follow the Grizz men on your local MTN network and online at Montana Sports.